Ladies and gentlemen, it is your high guy, your fly guy, the truth from the booth, B.I. Double, and we are presenting to you Ballroom Blitz, HCW's first pay-per-view of the year, and we are kicking things off with the Women's Championship as TJ Ramirez looks to get a measure of revenge against Liz. The rivalry that has continued itself the entirety of the televised era of HCW now one more time. This time to start off the pay-per-view, which will have every championship on the line, as well as a special singles match that we will get to here soon. Details soon to come. But for now, sit back, relax, crack one open, light it up as we get ready for women's action here live at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City for Ballroom Blitz. We have a sold-out crowd in this legendary venue here to see 7 incredible matches, 6 of them championship matches. And Liz defending her title to open it against the Queen of the Fallen, TJ Ramirez, making her way down to the ring. And Diamond Cutter in the building. I gotta say, TJ Ramirez terrifies me. That is a woman I would not want to fight. Never forget, she put the paws on the world champion at one point. I don't want him to ever forget it, so you can never forget it either. Series of boos for TJ here in this venue. An arena that has seen it all over the years. I think she's more terrifying with that weird Terminator eye. I don't know where it came from. Spend enough time around Victor Black, weird things happen to you. As we await the entrance of the champion. And the leader of the Liz Cliz making her way to the ring, still holding on to that championship. Liz is in a small group of people who are able to defend their championship and smoke out. Start the next season the same way they ended the last. Looks to continue that upward momentum tonight. Now a multiple-time women's champion. As TJ Ramirez looks on from ringside, ready to get this match started. Your challenger, representing the Fallen, wrestling out of Sacramento, California, TJ Ramirez. Or did she move to hell? I don't know how this whole fallen thing works. Your champion from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Liz gonna hold that belt high in the air, representing this women's division. Hands that belt over, hopefully not for the last time. TJ Stone faces the ref, does not break eye contact with the champion. And the bell rings, Ballroom Blitz officially live now, and a handful of hair. Liz snatches TJ down. We know TJ's gonna have the speed advantage, lucha libre background. Liz more of a pure wrestler. Pulls TJ up to her feet just to turn her inside out, inverted suplex. Holds on to the front face lock, swings it around, arm wringer takedown, rolls through, double knees right to the elbow joint. Shades of TJ Ramirez, fallen brethren Ricky Shea there. And a good old-fashioned Thez press, rain in the right hands. TJ answers back with an arm drag to create that space. Back to the front face lock, elbow to the back of the neck, sends the champ off the ropes. Drop kick puts Liz down in the center of the ring. TJ right back to that elbow, paying dividends. Follows it with a bulldog this time. Plants Liz face first. Liz fireman's carry escape, now back to her feet. Looking to take advantage of the situation. Continues to slow TJ down and assault that arm. And a disrespectful slap right to the face off the snapmare. Follows it up with a face plant. Liz doesn't fly often as she waits for TJ to make her way back to her feet. Goes for the missile drop kicks, able to sidestep there. Liz back to her feet though, sends TJ over the ropes. TJ responds with that forearm. Makes her way back to the ring, snap suplex right into the turnbuckles. Stiff shot right to the spine to follow that up. TJ now snapmares her down. Right into the surfboard. Trying to weaken the champion here. Camino came for the balls, staying for the blitz. As Liz breaks the grip with the back elbow, now has TJ up on the shoulders. But TJ able to slide off, layout reverse DDT. Into a corkscrew leg drop. Liz now sent over the top rope. TJ planning her spots here. And it looks like she's going to wait for Liz to get back in the ring. Just wanted to let her know what she's dealing with. Instead, stiff forearm puts Liz on the floor. Thought TJ was violating wizard rule there. Now drops down to the floor, eats a back elbow. Goes for the pop-up Rana, instead eats a powerbomb on the floor. Champion's advantage here. TJ has to break that count. Instead violates wizard rule. No. Wait, goes for the Rana. Liz payback, pulls her up and puts her down. Whiplashing the neck on the ropes on the way down to the powerbomb. Liz looking for that little bit of time to recover on the floor. Now splits the uprights and stomps the guts of TJ. Thinking surfboard, but instead jams both knees into the apron before going to the cover. TJ able to kick out at 1. Domino saying Liz got it. As she force feeds TJ an elbow. Goes for that chop. TJ able to roll out of the way, but gets caught with a Steel City Harriet. Another face plant. Liz extremely vicious here tonight. Trying to keep things rolling. TJ able to fireman's carry, escape out of it. Now puts Liz on that rope. Big clothesline puts them both on the floor, but TJ lands on her feet. And Liz again taking a nap on the floor of the ballroom. As the referee begins the count. TJ out to break it right as Liz comes back in. Liz up on the shoulders. And TJ drops her head first. Snake eyes on that top turnbuckle. Liz able to shove her back. Reverses out of the predicament. Now sends TJ into the corner. Using that long leg to choke out the opponent. Liz again. Pillar to post now. Sends her to the opposite corner. Goes for the takedown, but gets stuffed with a DDT. There's that big belly-to-belly suplex. Into the cover. We've seen her win matches with this. But Liz able to kick out at 2.5. Over the shoulder. Goes right back to the assault on the arm. Going for the slam, but TJ over the back. And that's not where you want to be. Pump handle suplex. Into the cover. And TJ Ramirez off a flurry of suplexes. Able to take the championship away from Liz. Liz had to have been looking to counter that super R-type. We've seen her do it in the past. TJ switching things up, going all superstar on us. Suplex after suplex. And after taking those huge falls on the floor, there was nothing left for Liz to do after being dropped on her noggin. And TJ Ramirez is going to walk out of Ballroom Blitz as your new women's champion. And I don't think anyone here saw that coming. Sometimes to be a champion, you got to know when to switch your strategy. TJ Ramirez did just that here tonight. And that is going to do it for our women's championship match. But I have something special for you. Before we move on to our next championship match, we have a special singles match for you here. You may have heard some things, HCW working with some companies. We know Supernova Pro is on that list. We also know of the Blitz Wrestling Organization and how apropos that they have a match here at Ballroom Blitz. So I will hand the headset over because we are doing something very special here tonight. We're handing the headset over to a man you've seen in the comments section you may not have known. But Dr. Marksout is in the building. And Dr. Marksout is here to do commentary as we present the first official match from the Blitz Wrestling organization here at the Hammerstein Ballroom. And it is time for me to take a little break. I'll see you after the credits.
Good evening, guys and girls. This is your voice of choice from the BWO, Dr. Marks Out, bringing to you. This match was actually supposed to be Mighty, who is a disciple of a guy you might know by the name of Bake. Found the kid fighting on the streets of Pittsburgh and said, you know what? This kid needs to be in the ring. It was supposed to be against the guy by the name of Jay Hellion. However, right before the show went on the air tonight, we found Hellion laid out. And a representative of the Famiri, Dougal Devlin, one of the scariest bastards we are going to have in our company, decided to jump on. Yes, we did in fact say Dr. Marks Out. I went to the 8-year program, so I'm not a professor. Dougal, super submission based. Think Ricky Shea, but he likes the legs. Mighty's going to be a little more of the Liz style wrestling pure. Hopefully he has a little bit of a better showing than Liz turned out with tonight. Dougal Devlin coming down. His hashtag, we actually found out, is Gaelic for leg breaker. Slow strut down. He's getting ready to go rip the legs right off of Mighty Marcus. These two men represent the Blitz division, which some people call Cruiserweight, some call Super Junior. We're keeping with the name of Blitz. Super fast, super just high energy. Marcus proudly repping the Pittsburgh black and gold colors. Here we go, the first match of the BWO era. Pop-up knees. It's disrespectful, ripping for the eyes. Mighty out of it with punch to the guts. Spine buster. Shades of his mentor with the DDT. Up to the second rope. Rolling senton. Versus the whip shoulder block. Michinoku. It's a little early for one of those. Space, tornado, Ogawa. try to think of something wittier, but those initials work. Backbreaker. He's got a lot of variations of that move in his arsenal. Exchange of strikes. Another DDT. He likes that move. Has the arm. Series of kicks. Into a lariat. Sinking springboard, decided against it. Going to the outside. Dougal is very familiar with the outside. Into the steps. That's going to hurt. Mighty decides little taste of the own medicine. Snake Eyes on the apron, which rumor has it is the hardest part of the ring. Overshoots the leg drop onto the walkway. Mighty going in to break the count, says he might take the count out. Breaks it. Wants to win this right. Jumping clothesline. Punch to the side of the head. That's going to leave a mark. Brings him up with the kicks. Into the short arm clothesline. Misses the kick to the back. Lumbar check on the outside. That's different. And we come to a double count out. Folks, we may see the continuation of this match on our first show next Friday. We will be starting off the season of Storm. And this has been Dr. Marks Out, and we are taking over the EFED world. Handing you back to your truth from the booth.
And a showing from the Blitz Wrestling organization. This partnership is far from over. Something tells me a lot like the difference in those two men. I gotta say, if I was Mighty, I'd have took the count out. Went out, wanted to win it. That's what happens. But we gotta move on. And from our special single match, we move on to the Hybrid Championship. As the Iceman, Lance Walker, continues to try to keep an icy grip on that championship. The hybrid hero himself defending against a man who has bought a world championship. Fun fact, only man in HCW history to do that. Also, canceled the check before he cashed it. Just saying. Big D lost the title and didn't get any money. It was a terrible time for that man. But we are back, and Trustin Banks now knows he cannot buy Iceman. But what he can do, apparently, is buy help. We have seen a big blonde man in a varsity jacket. We still have no idea who he is. We have seen him make his way to the ring in Trustin Banks matches, as well as matches featuring stocks and bonds. But if I'm reading the graphic on your screen right now correctly, it looks like stocks and bonds will accompany Trustin Banks to the ring for this championship match. And if that is true, that can only be bad for the champion, as there is no one in Iceman's corner here tonight. He is going it alone, as he has done most of his career. And the Hybrid Championship takes center stage in the middle of the Hammerstein Ballroom, the opposite side of the Manhattan Center. And the Dynasty Club, as they will now be referred to, is in the building. Blake Bond on your right, Johnny Stock on your left, Trustin Banks bringing up the rear. The real money team in the building. And you can't spell douche without Dynasty. Banks looks ready tonight, knows he has backup. Is Iceman up for the task in this championship defense? As those ice blue lights fill the arena, it can only mean one thing. And to quote a man from Yonkers, the champ is here. Not that other guy you see on Mondays. I quote the originators. Iceman with that career resurgence. Took the Ultraviolet Championship on an Ultraviolet tour. Gave up that belt for a shot at Victor Black when he had no opponents. And Iceman, now your hybrid hero. Does not look concerned by the Dynasty Club at ringside, as all three members are screaming and taunting him as we speak. I have never seen Iceman in better ring shape than he is right now. Maybe not necessarily the body, but when it comes bell to bell, there are few better. And we are going to see that here next, as Showtime has entered the chat. That brand new Icy Hybrid Championship will be on the line. That, of course, brought to you by Cross Enterprises. The challenger, Trustin Banks. I'm not sure where he's from, but I'm sure it's a rich neighborhood. I'm sure he has the biggest house on the biggest street. But the champion, on the other hand, representing Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, yet again, Pittsburgh all over the first half of this card. The hybrid champion, the Iceman, Lance Walker, ready for a defense here tonight. Reluctantly hands the hybrid championship to the referee. The belt held high above the head of our senior referee. And the bell rings. Hybrid championship match on. Iceman snaps off the quick DDT. Showtime said it best. There is so much history in this ballroom, and we are going to continue to make that history here tonight. Iceman looked like he was going for a scoop slam. Banks said no, sir, into a perfect plex, as Stocks and Bonds cheerlead on the outside. Now pulls the champion up to his feet, goes for the suplex. Iceman blocks, punch to the gut before whipping him off the ropes. Corkscrew European uppercut as the champion flies through the air. Iceman now stiff shot right to the back with that boot. Now into the turnbuckles, not where you want to be. As Banks just got a good old-fashioned 10-piece in the corner. No sauce on the side. As Iceman gonna take him back in. And somebody give this man $5 because he just hit him with that 20-piece McNugget. As Johnny Stock, trying to distract Iceman, pulls him over to the corner, trying to take the effects of that beating away from Trustin Banks. And it looks like Trustin Banks was busted open after he was introduced to that steel hook under the turnbuckle 20 times. But that spike DDT gonna slow the champion down here. I can't think of the last time I saw Trustin Banks bleed. I was under 1,000% factual statements that his blood was green and made of paper. Apparently it's red like everybody else's, as he snapmares the champion down into that side headlock. Dynasty Club slid a chair under that bottom rope. Referee has not seen it. Iceman, though, able to fight back with the elbows. Now up onto the shoulders. Not a good place in a match with Iceman. But Trustin Banks able to wiggle his way free. Hit that reverse DDT. Dropping the knee right across the back of the neck. Now one right to the chest for good measure. Into the cover. Iceman able to kick out. Trustin Banks, though, looking to continue the assault. Goes for a cutter. Iceman grabs hold of the arm, and now Steve Taylor is owed $20. It's a pay-per-view. We're going to up the fees. It's $25. Off the drop toe hold. Little bit of showboating from Banks before that corner clothesline. And a double axe handle to the spine of the champion. Banks continuing the beatdown. Pulls Iceman back to his feet, and there's the vertical suplex he was looking for earlier in this match. Iceman able to fight back, European uppercut, but Banks takes advantage, sends him over that top rope. Stiff shot from Walker on the way back in. Go for that DDT again. Banks not having it. Twists the arm into the Russian leg sweep. Now drops a knee across the back of the neck before showboating a little bit. That could come back to haunt him in this match. We know there are few people in HCW who have that second wind ability the way Iceman does. Banks in full control now. Snapmares him right in front of the Dynasty Club as they taunt. And Banks grabs hold of the trapezius, trying to weaken that right arm. Banks continues to taunt the champion. I don't know if I like it, but I can't disagree with it, as he is in complete control of this matchup. Right back to the side headlock, trying to slowly take the air out of the champ's body. Iceman trying to break the grip, and every time he does, Banks just wrenches a little harder. But now back up to his feet. Elbows break the grip. Into a Northern Lights suplex with a bridge. But Banks too close to the ropes. We know Iceman hates when you do not bridge the Northern Lights. It's a big clothesline from Iceman, making a pair. Ducks one off the ropes, flying clothesline, plants Banks. Follows it up with that elbow drop right to the heart, which I'm pretty sure is colder than his ring gear. Iceman pulls him in with that snap DDT one more time. Sidewalk slam, looking to continue the damage on the torso. And Iceman feeling it now. Banks back to his feet slowly. Iceman right there pulls him up into a Lance revolution. Stock, though, up on the ring, trying to expose that turnbuckle. To no effect as the ref caught him, and Iceman has him up. Icebreaker. Banks is down. And Stock grabbing the referee's attention. That was most definitely a 3 count. But Stock is now thrown from ringside. Banks back up on his feet. Iceman going for the neck breaker. Banks able to reverse it. Pick him up into that reverse DDT, and through that confusion of Stock being kicked out, Banks taking advantage. Don't forget, Bond still on the outside. Banks still a man up. Into the cover. Iceman kicked out, but not a lot of pepper behind it. As Banks stands on that center shield, looking to make a deposit in the trust fund. Swings out the champion, but does not hook the leg and go for the cover. Instead, taunts. That is what I will disagree with till the day I die, as Iceman fights back with an arm drag, but gets caught with a punch to the gut, still standing. Takes Banks into the corner. Thought he was going snake eyes, instead just jams the neck into the turnbuckle. Almost a Death Valley driver with no drop. And a good old-fashioned stomp to the face. Iceman there, shades of his idol Edge with the Impaler DDT. Iceman now pacing, observing the situation before going to that second rope. And 9 times out of 10, we know what he likes here. Bipolar coaster. Into the cover, leg hooked. Iceman hasn't picked up a victory with the bipolar coaster in about 10 years. That would have been insane. Banks still with a little bit of blood trickling down the forehead. As Iceman picks him up, drags him in the corner, and it might be more than a trickle as he is introduced to yet another turnbuckle. That is 30 shots to the forehead. I don't know how Banks is still in this match at all, and he might not be. Iceman looking to slow him down even further, trying to hyperextend the knee. Right back onto the shoulders. Lance revolution right on that center shield. But Iceman not done here. There's that disrespectful slap to the face one more time. As he is signaling for the beginning of the end. But no, jawbreaker. Banks looking to take advantage. Snap reverse DDT on the logo. And again, not staying on his opponent. He's had this match won 2 separate occasions now. Nasty kick to the short ribs. And looking to end it here. Trust fund one more time. But not immediately going for the cover. Instead, looking to cause more damage. And I'll say it again, horrible planning by Trust and Banks. As he has the champion up on the shoulders, just hot shots him across the top, now into the cover. And Trust and Banks, with the help of the Dynasty Club, able to drop the hybrid hero off his throne. There was a Lance Revolution. Johnny Stock would get involved not once but twice before being called away from ringside. Banks would hit a pair of trust funds, snap DDTs, and he is walking out of here bloodied, but holding that championship and bringing one home for the Dynasty Club. And he didn't have to buy it this time, as we have had title changes so far in this show. Is that going to be a trend, or will somebody be able to buck the system? We move on from the hybrid division into the Super Junior division, and arguably one of the greatest rivalries in this current division. It is Zero versus Dynamite, the two men who have made it to the finals and both won a Super Junior World Cup. Dynamite looking to climb back to the top of the mountain. Changed up his style just in the slightest. Put a little more stank behind the elbow. And now with that new attitude, a new swagger, wants to let everybody know he is the most underrated member of this roster, as he looks to prove it one more time here tonight. Will it be 0 hour, or will a critical elbow strike the end of Zero's championship reign? We find out in our next match here at Ballroom Blitz. Showtime firmly behind Dynamite here, and using a ground zero pun. I think that Showtime may have just won the Twitter feed for at least the next month. I mentioned it before the match started, but a new pep in the step as Dynamite looks for the critical knockout. Letting this entire building in New York know the elbow's coming. The problem is, you can know it's coming all you want, but can you stop it? And it's not just the elbow, it's the positioning of the strike. Likes to focus on the jaw or the back of the ear. Almost a guaranteed knockout in any case. And Dynamite looks ready here, as the champ makes his way to the ring. Zero in the televised era has been a constant in the Super Junior Championship picture, holding that belt 3 times, winning the World Cup last year to earn that 3rd championship. You see the trophy on the trunks, the same trophy Dynamite had in season 1. Zero calm, cool, and collected in this one. Will the Triple C's land him a 1-2-3? Or will there be an explosive knockout? We find out with the Super Junior Championship on the line. Dynamite, your challenger from San Jose, California. Raises that knockout arm in the sky one more time, and your champion from Melbourne, Australia, Zero, looks to walk out of here still hybrid champion. Excuse me, Super Junior champion. Still got hybrid champion on the brain. Zero passes off that championship. Dynamite knows what it takes to win this title. Will he be able to do it again tonight? Camino also in San Jose right now. And we've seen great sportsmanship between these two in the past. They continue the trend with the handshake pre-match. The bell rings and the Super Junior Championship match is on. Dynamite does have a strength advantage, and he shows it off early here as he backs Zero into the corner. Referee looking for a break. We get a clean break between these two. Not surprising after the handshake. Is now right back to that lockup, and Zero backs the challenger into the corner. And another clean break. Zero caught up in that pendulum style backbreaker, trying to stretch out the spine. Dynamite to the outside. Thought better of it too early in the match to fly. Pulls Zero back up to a seated position just to grab hold of the leg. Elbow drop the left knee, trying to slow the champion down. Off the leg strength into a quick cover. Zero with that boot to the side of the head, then one to the spine for good measure. Stomping away at the challenger. Dynamite not able to get out of the blocks right now. Zero grabs hold of that snap suplex, takes him over. Continues the assault of strikes, pulls him back, sends him into those ropes. Beautiful drop salt. Pulls Dynamite back up to a knee, going for a Tyrian DDT there. Dynamite able to escape with a knee lift into a Russian leg sweep. And a leg drop. Dynamite now back on his feet, trying to get the momentum to swing to his side. Sends the champion off the ropes. Zero, though, able to sidestep with that right hand and a nasty knife edge chop that drops Dynamite. Zero standing tall on that second rope. Looked like he was thinking diving DDT. Dynamite a little too far away, more of a drop kick, but did not get all of it. Dynamite drops him on the back of the neck across the knee. Zero able to stuff that takedown, plant Dynamite like an exclamation point. Doing his best Shawn Michaels impersonation there. Jawbreaker, Dynamite, tilt-a-whirls through. Thinking small package, but ring awareness, saw he was too close to those ropes. Down to the second rope himself. Springs up to the top for that crossbody. We don't see Dynamite fly often, but when he does, it's effective. Now trying to stretch out the quad. Maybe hyperextend that knee, but Dynamite gets dropped as Zero picks the ankle. Dynamite over that top rope, a forearm gonna put him on the floor. Zero now follows him out, drops the elbow to the chest. Zero grabbing a hold of the challenger here. Now sending him right into that steel guardrail. Refs count at 4. And Dynamite being introduced to that ring post. And a neck breaker for good measure as the referee continues his count. Dynamite sent back in the ring at the count of 7. Zero not going to win this one in a cheap way. To quote Showtime, there's ground zero, but does not go for the cover. Dynamite pops back up to his feet, turns around, eats a back elbow, knife edge chop from the champion, and a clothesline puts Dynamite right back on the floor. Zero in control of this match. As he sends Dynamite back in. Zero playing it up with the fans at ringside. Giving him a second to catch his breath just to knock it out of his body with that boot. And this could be the beginning of the end. 0 hour on the Shield. But Dynamite still has something left as he's able to kick out at 2.5. And Derek in the building. Hello to you too, sir. Going for that tope atomico. Nobody home. Dynamite has him up now. Kicks out the legs. C4. Stacks him up, but Zero able to kick out at 1. A kip up there from Dynamite as he looks to be feeling it. Back chop. Runs through him. Ducks, now off the ropes, big flying clothesline. Dynamite refusing to give in here. Kick to the gut before whipping him pillar to post. Gonna do it one more time, trying to wear the champion down here. Now a monkey flip out of the corner, tries to disorient him, springboards up and down with the crossbody. Zero sent into that corner one more time. Able to sidestep whatever Dynamite was doing, but Dynamite sidesteps now. Grabs hold of the arm for the arm wringer. Beautiful transition out into the arm drag from Zero. Got caught, taunting, eats a flying lariat. Dynamite having none of the nonsense here. Pulls him away from those ropes into the cover yet again. Zero early kickouts. Not enough damage done to the champion here. Zero sends Dynamite into the corner. Shrugs him down. Rolling Thunder. Now a cover from Zero. Referee in position. Dynamite out right before the count of 2. Nasty kick to the spine. Dynamite has none of it. As he puts Zero on that top rope, slingshots him back. A series of quick covers between these two. Dynamite figure fours that neck. Drops, bows right to the forehead. And answers back with a stiff kick of his own. That one with a run up. Snapmares him down. Key locks the arm. Wrenching away at that left elbow. Zero reverses the momentum. Now back to his feet, trying to shake the arm out. Right hand, but walks into an arm drag. Dynamite still in this match. Jawbreaker from the champion. That's not where you want to be. Rolls through with ground zero. Now going to work on the neck of Dynamite. Just wrenching away, trying to soften him up for another 0 hour. And there it is. Leg hooked into the cover. And Zero breaks the trend. Walks out of here still your Super Junior champion. The first set, ground zero into the 0 hour. Dynamite had enough to kick out of the first one, but how perfectly placed was that? Both bodies right inside that center shield. The rolling thunder from down under. Dynamite still had something going, but the small package driver 0 hour would spell defeat. And Dynamite is out. 0, first man to successfully defend that championship here tonight. As he continues his dominance over the Super Junior division. And we get set for our next matchup. This in the Ultra-Violent division for the Ultra-Violent Championship. The rivalry that started the televised era of HCW. Bake and Fergal Flynn one more time. And as with all Ultra-Violent Championship matches, this will be no holds barred. As these two in the televised era, careers were on similar paths, as they were both big, both dominant, both Ultra-Violent champions. They would then go on to the Beating the Odds Rumble, where they would be the final two before Bake won his first. In Season 2, things changed up a bit. Bake was able to hold dominance over the World Championship before Showtime. Flynn never got to that next step, but he is back, still holding down the Ultra-Violent division. Camino, that's the best question I've ever heard anybody ask. I feel like somebody should have booked that. As the Vanilla Gorilla, Mr. HFK Bake in the building. We saw his protege, Mighty, earlier in the night. And now Bake on his way to the ring, looking for one more Ultra-Violent championship. Bake ready for action as we await the entrance of the Ultra-Violent champion. And the lights go out. The next thing you'll see is the highest selling shirt in HCW history. The Merch Messiah. Fergal Flynn is in the building. Walking down to that ring with a purpose. Bake has tried to attack Flynn on multiple occasions this season. Flynn getting the better of Bake in every exchange. Will this be Bake's night? Or will Flynn continue to have the number? It's the Merch Messiah versus Honky Kong next for the Ultra-Violent Championship. That brand new belt just resurfaced by Cross Enterprises, leather changed out. We are ready. Will it be Bake? Will it be Fergal Flynn? We find out now And Bake runs through him with a crossbody. Thought he was going for that DDT. That's how he likes to start his matches. Instead, opts for that drive-by crossbody. Big forearm. There's the DDT. It's not a Bake match till you see a running DDT at the beginning. Now stomping away at Flynn. Bake not having it here tonight. Flynn back up though. Tosses the big man with an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Kick catches him right in the chest. Uppercut rocks Bake. Flynn sends him off the ropes. Shoulder tackle drops him. Flynn with another big shot to the back. Now to the second rope. Waits for Bake to get to his feet. Likes the diving shoulder tackle. And there it is. Going back to the legs, but Bake with an up kick. And a Steel City Lariat early. Bake looking to make it a quick night. But Flynn kicking out at 2. Bake setting it up. Forearm right to the back of the head. And a man get out of here. Bake knows he has to strike fast. No rope breaks here. But Flynn still has something left as he rolls that shoulder at 2. Bake figured sneak attacks didn't work. Long matches between the two have gone back and forth. Now opting for that quick approach. Back body drop into the cover. Flynn trying to get some breathing room. Supernova Pro in the building for one of the best rivalries in HCW history. Flynn sends Bake over that rope and a nasty forearm puts him on the floor. Bake back on his feet. Diving clothesline off the apron from Flynn. And it is, you know it's not an ultraviolet match till somebody goes to the outside. Bake runs through him with a knee, now trying to stomp out Flynn's knee. Flynn back up though, kick to the gut. Going powerbomb, but Bake responds with a back body drop of his own. Gets himself out of that situation. Bake sends him back in the ring now. Up onto the shoulders. Thinking Fat Boy combo here. Gut buster into the senton. Into the cover. Flynn out at 1. Showing he still has plenty left here. Bake looks like he was warming up that lariat arm yet again. Flynn sweeps the leg like the Cobra Kai Dojo. A kick to the side of the head for good measure. Bake swinging Baker bomb. Goes low. Could be thinking power bomb one more time. Has him up. Instead turns him around, drops him face first. Modified snake eyes. Bake goes for the stomp. Flynn not having it. Swings him out. Drops him face first. Flynn going for a lot of covers. Forcing Bake to use that energy. These two have had perfect 10 matches in the past. This one off to a good start here. Bake with the forearm. Knife edge chop, snap jab, knife edge chop, another forearm. And Flynn shrugs it all off. Modified T-bone suplex there. There's one thing we know about Flynn. Strikes usually don't have that much effect on him. But we do know that these headbutts have effect on everybody. As he circles, goes for the cover. Bake able to kick out at 2. Those headbutts usually the precursor to the Doombringer elbow as he winds it up. Got him right across the jaw. Deep hook of the leg. And Fergal Flynn retains his ultra-violent championship. It wasn't a long match, but it was good back and forth action. As Bake now back up to his feet. After all the beatdowns, Bake refuses to shake the hand. Of all people, Flynn tries to show the sportsmanship. Bake not having it. The losses are starting to get into Bake's head. But Flynn retains the championship in the end. And we move on from the ultra-violent division into the tag team division. And the Hollywood Heroes look to extend their dynasty by picking up yet another big victory here tonight, but standing in their way, the Fallen, represented by Big Mike Morgan and Ricky Shea. A lot of people think the Heroes are in trouble with this one. The size of Mike Morgan is the X factor here. Mike Morgan almost weighs more than the Heroes combined. Ricky Shea, of course, a former world champion in his own right, as well as a multiple-time tag team champion. Supernova Pro with the betting odds here tonight, reading the books for you. Fallen are 4-1 favorites. And I'm sure the Heroes have seen people saying that, and they want to prove them wrong. Will they be able to get the job done tonight? Or will they be just another name in the list of people who will rise with the Fallen? We find out in this tag team championship match. Next up, here at Ballroom Blitz. Look, even Showtime, I just now noticed this, even Showtime thinks it's disrespectful that Bake wouldn't shake Flynn's hand, and he hates Flynn. The smoke fills this arena. Not for the last time. TJ Ramirez won the women's championship to open the show. Will Mike Morgan and Ricky Shea continue the trend? As the rest of this show will be representing the Fallen. First here in tag team action and then in our main event. As Showtime defends against Superstar. The goon from Saskatoon, Mike Morgan, marching down to the ring, showing no emotion. Showtime with the spoiler alert for the main event. Big Mike Morgan, the most dangerous man on earth, the breaker of arms, Ricky Shea. looking to get another taste of tag team championship gold here tonight. And the champs are in the building, the Hollywood Heroes. They like to call themselves the heroes we deserve. And they have been saving this tag team division for years. Double-digit tag team champions. In the middle of their 10th run right now. They are 2 tag team championship reigns away from beating Turbo Team. Will they break that record, or will they just hold the belts? Either way, they got to try to break a Turbo Team record, as Turbo Team holds the record for tag team championships reigns at 368 days. Just barely over a year. It's the challengers, Mike Morgan from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Big Canadian bastard. Ricky Shea, San Antonio, Texas. And the Fallen look serious here tonight. The brothers Alexander representing Hollywood, California. Jordan on your left, Thomas on your right, your tag team champions, the Hollywood Heroes. So far, we are 2 for 2. 2 new champs. 2 champs able to retain. Which will be the outcome next? Will it be the Fallen? Will it be the Heroes? We find out next. The bell rings and we're started. Ricky Shea, Thomas Alexander, and Ricky immediately goes for the arm breaker, as if you would expect anything less. Into that face buster. I miss the Fabulous Wonderfuls. I just want to throw that out there. They need to make a comeback. There's a DDT from Thomas Alexander as Supernova Pro. Giving out those stats. Double team combination there. Beautiful. Shot to the back of the head from Mike Morgan into that double knee arm breaker. Now the big man in the ring, and this is the one thing the Heroes wanted to avoid. Is he's just going to impose his will with a huge German suplex. Fallen so far able to cut the ring in half. But Thomas escapes with a dragon screw leg whip into the tag. And Mike Morgan runs right through Jordan. Baby brother getting beat on early. There's a backbreaker, but he holds on. Make it a pair. Speaking of the Fabulous Wonderfuls, of course, Eric Moore, signed by Supernova Pro Wrestling after taking a hiatus from this business. Adam Robinson's still here in HCW, as Mike Morgan is still imposing dominance on Jordan Alexander. But Jordan able to duck under, use that lower center of gravity. Tries to take the big man away from his corner. Snapmares him down into that kick. The Heroes would be smart, and it's like they knew what I was thinking. I was going to say the heroes will be smart to continue these quick tags, keep a fresh man in, and that is exactly what they're doing right now. As Thomas breaks up that tag attempt, climbs to the top rope, beautiful elbow drop. Goes low with the kick. Has him hooked now. And Mike Morgan, do not let the size fool you. Athleticism for days with that knee escape. Quick go behind into the German suplex. Mike Morgan, definitely, as I was about to say, the most technical big man on the roster. He just starts wailing away at Thomas with just strike after strike. He did have a lackluster world title run. Let's not act like it wasn't. It was bad. Now into a good old-fashioned stretch muffler. When was the last time you saw one of those? Thomas able to get that left boot up for the escape, but still in the clutches of the big man with a fall-away slam. And it is pure dominance from the Fallen right now. At this point, looking to bring more championships to that faction. And the Fireman's Carry this time from Big Mike. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. Go behind, and Ricky Shea got out of the way immediately as he saw an Alexander flying at him. The money lock, the Brock lock. Oh, I miss Money Mike Morgan. That guy was funny. And a hot shot from Ricky Shea. As Ricky continues to pick apart Thomas Alexander. Now stomping away at the left elbow. Trying to pop that joint completely. Now twists the wrist into the arm breaker. Pulls him down. Continues wrist control. Drops the knee on the shoulder and the elbow on the wrist. This man is disgusting. And a good old-fashioned boot scrape. Not to be confused with bootstrap. Thomas with the right hand into a Michinoku driver. This is the chance he could be looking for to tag in baby brother Jordan. But instead decides to play to the crowd a bit. There's a clothesline. Making a pair. Ducks. First super kick of the match. Thomas is feeling himself here. And there's a super kick that drops Ricky Shea. Doesn't seem to be done as he sends him into the corner. But Ricky over the shoulders. Big forearm. Ricky doing the smart thing, sends Thomas into the Fallen side of the ring. But Thomas with an up kick now. Into a shin breaker. Thomas giving Ricky a bit of his own medicine there with that, just picking a body part and attacking it. Now looking to work on the neck. Wrenching away at Ricky Shea here. Thomas into the corner, tags Jordan back into this matchup. Ricky down, but Smart rolls out of the ring, creates the space. Back in, goes for the knife edge chop. Jordan saw it coming. Ricky off the shoulders into the reverse DDT. Ricky with that slow style. Grabbing a hold of that arm before going into the arm breaker. Rolls through into that Fujiwara armbar. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have arms if I was wrestling Ricky Shea. I just want to throw that out there. As he looks to set up a Ricky Shea device dead center. Jordan hanging on. Not able to get that fully extended yet. Ricky thought better of it, breaks the hold. Thankfully, that was Jordan and not Thomas, as he has taken much more of a beating. There's the Northern Lights with a bridge. Big man in the ring gets caught. Jordan using his momentum against him, caught him running in with that backbreaker. As Jordan sets off a pair of clotheslines, looking for our next super kick. Got him. That's 3. Jordan could be looking to make it 4, and does. Turns Ricky inside out. Mike Morgan down on the outside. Looking to set it up. Snapshot right to the face. Does that count as 5 or 6? Either way, Ricky's had his face kicked off. And the Heroes retained those tag team championships. Very smart. They sent they sent Mike Morgan out of the ring and then assaulted Ricky Shea with super kicks. As we will not have the Fallen walking away with all the championships here. The Heroes able to hold on to those titles at least one more night. There's one. They would follow with the double. And the Hollywood Heroes still your HCW World Tag Team Champions. Super Kick Blitz. You know that's going to be their next shirt, right? I'm going to throw that out there. They're going to make $1 million and not give you a cent. The Heroes stand tall as we get ready for our main event of the evening. Superstar has been waiting for this moment since Smokeout, when he defeated his former tag team partner and best friend Wizard. Showtime has been on the roll of his life. 3-time world champion, 3-time Super Junior champion, a 1-time hybrid championship just for the hell of it. He's won ladder matches. Walked out with that cash-in briefcase. Only man to hold the championship and the briefcase at the same time. What's left for him other than to continue this dominant world championship run? And will he be able to do that here tonight? Or will Superstar finally reclaim his destiny and celebrate the night husband and wife champions? TJ opened the show winning. Can Superstar close the show winning? We find out in our main event next. Everybody has Showtime in this matchup. I honestly don't blame them. As we await the competitors here. That fog fills the arena. We just got it clear from the last match and it's right back. I hope you don't have asthma. Or maybe that's just Dylon Chase's locker room opening. I'm not sure. I am sure that Superstar is making his way to the ring. Supernova Pro shouting out the fine ring announcer. Superstar looks to get one more shot at glory here. He has gotten the better of Showtime a handful of times this season. Will this be the night that it counts? Chip Allfack Stackworth? I like that guy. He's kind of cool. Superstar towards the top of the list for World Championships. Right there with Iceman and Wizard. And tonight, he could tie that number. All it takes is a 3 count. But we all know it is showtime tonight, as he is back in the main event where he has been pretty much the entirety of his career. And the obligatory tweet from Gorilla. And the world heavyweight champion making his way to the ring. Still officially not a heavyweight. Just want to throw that out there. It's 225 pounds. Need to pump on 15 more pounds of muscle, kid. Be a body guy. Showtime looks ready for a title defense. He is amped up. He has been waiting all season long to get to this building. All 4 weeks of it. No. He's a lot more amped. Less animated, more amped. Superstar. Sacramento, California. 14-time former world champion. 12-time former tag team champion. And multiple singles titles in between. Showtime, I've said it once, I'll say it again. 3-time Super Junior champion, 1-time hybrid champion, 3-time and current world champion. Representing Chicago, Illinois. Showtime looking to do it for the Grove. Gotta say, I've never seen Showtime look shaky holding off that belt. Any other time, extreme levels of confidence. World Heavyweight Championship held high in the air. Superstar versus Showtime. The main event is on. Superstar gonna have the strength advantage and the experience. Showtime gonna have the speed and the champion's advantage. But he does not have an advantage now, as he has bounced out of that corner a handful of times. All Facts Stackworth giving you another one. Fastest and youngest Triple Crown champion, as he looks to give Superstar a taste of his own medicine with the suplex. Superstar not having it. Bionic elbow. Superstar now using that strength advantage. Back Showtime into the ropes. Ref looking for a break. And somehow we get a clean break out of this. Superstar sends the champion off the ropes. Drop kick plants him. Superstar has so much big match experience, as he slingshots the champion back into that fireman's carry. Showtime gonna look to use those strikes, and right as I say it, does with a knee lift into the Wizard Special 2.0. If anybody should know how to block that, it is Superstar. Right hand right to the gut, into the first suplex of the night, Northern Lights. Raise the suplex counter. Diving axe handle catches the champion right in the forehead. There's a vertical. Suplex counter at 2. Tries to wrench that neck, but Showtime uses the momentum and rolls through. Breaks that grip one more time. Big right hand, turns him around. Has him up into a face plant from the champ. Showtime, of course, likes that rocket kick. Multiple kick variations. Also known to finish matches with the same move as Superstar, that beautiful frog splash. And speaking of beautiful, there was a pop-up Rana from the champion. That drop kick caught him in the left shoulder. Try to get that dead center, causes the most damage. Superstar rolls through, arm breaker, shades a stablemate Ricochet. Showtime now grabs hold of him in a headlock driver. Showtime, there's that lion salt we've seen him use to perfection here in high class wrestling. Superstar rolls out of the way, but right into the hands of Showtime. Head first into that turnbuckle. Looks like he was busted open. Showtime outside with that leg drop across the back of the neck. Now into the cover, and yes, I do see blood on the forehead of Superstar. There's that drop kick. That one better. Caught him at the base of the skull and the spine. Low Kawada kicks. Another sequence taken from Wizard. Took Showtime under his wing. Wants him to be the man here. Says he's the future of this company. And if the GOAT says it, it has to be true. Superstar was dropped on that top rope, but a short arm shoulder tackle looking to get things back on his side. There's a clothesline. There's another. Ducks the attempt from Showtime into a snap power slam. Not a suplex. This, not a suplex either. Going old school with a flash forward. Showtime kicking out at 2, pops back up. Now dropping the elbows of the trapezius. Don't know how much effect that'll have on Showtime, as most of his offense is foot related. And Superstar crosses those arms into a Superstar suplex. Crosses the legs. Excited here. Back press, leg hooked. And Showtime pops that shoulder off the mat like it's made of lava at 2. Showtime back up, arm drag, creates the space. Round kick right to the chest. Wizard special, original version there. Speaking of foot-based offense, there's that super kick right to the jaw. Now Showtime with a cover. Superstar pops up at 2. Both of these men taking the best shots from the other. But Showtime looking to end it. No! Going for the rocket kick, instead gets caught out of midair. Superstar thinking T-bone. Showtime fights out with the elbows, but then violates Wizard rule. Superstar has him on those ropes. Clothesline puts the champion on the floor. And we are taking this thing outside. This one is not no DQ, and a half Nelson suplex on the floor. Now the champ sent face first into the steel ring post. Superstar trying to keep an eye on the referee's count. Sends Showtime in at 4 after causing the damage on the floor. Stomp right to the back of the head. Now goes right back to work on the neck. Superstar in complete control early. And that's not where you want to be. Flash forward yet again. Showtime down. Superstar trying to catch his breath. Taking a little breather. Thinking Superstar suplex. Showtime dropped. Looking to pick up the victory and the World Championship. And Showtime kicks out at 2.9. We have a chicken wing on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Superstar grinding the champion's face on the mat, then dropping the elbow to the spine. Showtime out of the way of the kick. Back up. Face plant Superstar one more time. This time rolls through in a cover. Superstar able to kick out at 2. Showtime to the outside now. Waiting for Superstar to get to his feet. Springboard bipolar coaster. Something he took away from Iceman. Pulls him up. Drops him with that layout reverse DDT. Showtime taking the best parts of the Legends roster. Mixing them into his own. There's another lion salt. And a 2 words for good measure. Superstar, though, not having it. Overhead kick. Sends the champ into the corner. Now looking to put him on that top rope. No, instead, hanging him in that good old-fashioned tree of Joey Lawrence. Showtime with the reversal with the knee. Up on the shoulders. Old school flying head scissors. Snapmares him down into that side headlock. Trying to weaken Superstar here as this match continues. Superstar rolls through to his feet, side headlock of his own, releases. Snapmare Showtime back down just to get that base on him. Now leaning the weight on the neck and shoulders with that chin lock. Showtime trying to get back to his feet and does. Breaks the grip. Sends Superstar into that corner. Superstar stuffs the takedown, drops the elbow. Pulls the champ back to his feet. Hooks him again. Flash forward. Looking to pull him away from those ropes. We could have a new champion here. Showtime looks out cold. But still in this matchup, kicking out on instinct alone. Superstar looking to put the finishing touches on it. Has him hooked. Crosses. Superstar suplex one more time. That's gotta be it. But Showtime stays alive in this match. That is 3. What is it going to take for Superstar to win this match? We know Showtime's resilience is on another level. Headlock driver. Showtime now stretching out the arms, dropping the knee. Showtime climbing that path to be a legend tonight. Swings him out with the reverse DDT. Perfect position. There's the boot. Superstar is down. Showtime into the cover. Back press hooks the leg. And Showtime somehow retains that world championship. We know there are very few better in big match situations. Able to kick out of a trio of flash forwards and Superstar suplexes. Showtime somehow, some way, able to get that rocket kick out. As he stands before you, still your world heavyweight champion. Grabs hold of that belt. He can barely move. He knows he was in a fight tonight. But he is still champion when all is said and done. The Goons will be proud as Showtime brings home the gold. Stop making time. I agree. If he's not in your top 5, don't make another list again. I don't even want you to make a grocery list if he's not in your top 5 list. One last time, final words from Dr. Marks out before we close the show.
Guys and girls, I just wanted to thank HCW. Everyone let me come out and, have some of my guys come out and show you what we're about. Friday, around same time that you're used to seeing the HCW shows. That'd be Throwdown, Mayhem. Friday, that's their first episode of Storm. So, I'm going to let BI Double close us out for the night.
Don't forget, you heard it here. Storm next Friday, right around the same time. We'll say 1, but keep your eyes open. It's easier that way. So, I got to say, on behalf of Marks Out and Blitz Wrestling Organization, on behalf of Supernova Pro with Chip Stackworth, and for Superstar, but most importantly for Showtime, I have to say, this has been your high guy. Yes, indeed, your fly guy. The truth from the booth. B.I. Double signing off. We'll see you on Monday for Mayhem to see how all this plays out.